The studio lights were bright, the audience tense, and the air thick with anticipation. What was supposed to be a calm political discussion on real time with Bill Maher suddenly turned into one of the most explosive live TV moments ever. Bill leaned forward with that trademark smirk, the kind that signals something big is coming, and then he said it. "Sunny, you talk about equality, but isn't your version of justice just selective outrage?" The crowd gasped. Sunny Hostin froze. Cameras zoomed in. The control room panicked. What happened next left even the most loyal viewers speechless, and changed the internet conversation for weeks to come. It all began as a friendly segment about freedom of speech and cancel culture. Sunny Hostin, known for her fierce opinions on The View, had joined Bill Maher's show to talk about the new era of accountability. But she didn't expect Maher to challenge her live, without filters, without edits. Sunny sat tall, confident, radiating the calm of someone used to winning debates. "Bill," she said, "this isn't cancel culture. It's consequence culture. People are finally being held responsible for the hate they spread." Bill smiled slightly, his hands folded. "But Sunny, who decides what's hate? You, me, Twitter." The audience chuckled nervously. Sunny's expression hardened. "Society decides, Bill. People have spoken." And then Bill delivered the line that cracked the room open. "No, Sunny, mobs have spoken. And when mobs decide truth, we lose freedom. Isn't that the same fear you used to speak against?" The silence that followed was deafening. The producers cut to audience reactions, some clapping, others shaking their heads. Sunny's face turned serious. "So you're saying it's fine to let people insult minorities, spread hate, and call it free speech?" Bill leaned back. "No, I'm saying it's not fine to burn everyone who disagrees with you." That's when Sunny erupted. "You think you're the voice of reason, Bill, but what you really are, is afraid of progress. Afraid that people you've joked about for decades are finally standing up for themselves." The audience gasped again. Cameras caught Bill's faint grin, like a man who knew exactly what he'd started. "Progress," Bill said quietly, "isn't about silencing, it's about learning. But you've turned learning into punishment." Sunny's voice trembled now, not with anger alone, but emotion. "I've lived that punishment, Bill. You don't know what it's like to be told to sit down, to be told your pain is a joke." That moment, raw, vulnerable, and real, stunned everyone. For a second, the debate stopped feeling like TV. It felt human. The crowd softened. Even Bill looked different, less combative, more reflective. He nodded. "You're right, Sunny," he said. "Pain is real. But if we start dividing pain into categories, we stop listening to each other. I'm not your enemy. I'm just tired of pretending that one side owns all the compassion." Sunny sat back, silent. The anger in her eyes began to fade into thoughtfulness. "So what's your solution, Bill?" she asked. He looked around the room. "Talk, debate, disagree, without destroying. If you cancel every voice that offends you, soon there'll be no voices left at all." The audience erupted into applause, not for Bill or Sunny, but for truth. After the show ended, Sunny stayed behind. The studio was quiet, just the hum of cameras cooling down. Bill walked over. "You handled that well," he said gently. Sunny laughed lightly. "You blindsided me." "Maybe," Bill admitted, "but I think people needed to see both sides. You, standing up for justice. Me, standing up for freedom. Maybe the real answer lies somewhere in between." Sunny smiled. "Maybe it does." She offered her hand. Bill shook it. Two strong personalities, one explosive clash, and a small bridge built in the aftermath. The next morning, the clip went viral. Millions watched. Some sided with Sunny, others with Bill, but most said the same thing. It was the first time two TV figures had fought, and truly listened. The truth is, the world doesn't change when one side wins an argument. It changes when both sides understand why they're fighting in the first place. Sunny and Bill reminded everyone of something simple yet powerful. Freedom and justice are not enemies, they're partners. Without freedom, justice is empty. Without justice, freedom is cruel. And maybe, just maybe, that viral clash wasn't about destruction at all. It was the start of a much-needed conversation. Right finger, if you believe real change begins with courage, not censorship, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Because voices matter. Every single one of them.